Shaquille Madjouri for MMA Mania here with Gregor Gillespie. Man, this is it. This is the moment where you go from the guys that the wrestling world, the MMA world are talking about to the world's talking about. How does it feel to finally make it right here where people have predicted you'd be for quite a while now?
Yeah, I mean, I knew I was going to be fighting at the top level when I got into fighting, or I wouldn't have gotten into fighting. You know, but it's the same preparation. We didn't treat the fight any differently because it's a ranked guy. I wanted a ranked guy. I got a ranked guy. So now I have to go do my job.
Now, thus far in your MMA career, you've been flawless. And I don't mean just the record. I mean the performances that you've put out. Kevin Lee, former interim title challenger. What do you expect to learn about your own skill set, or what do you want to prove to yourself in this fight?
I'm just going to try to do the exact same thing I've done every fight. Literally. That's my game plan.
How has the rest of it come along? You know, Kevin, I would argue, is probably the best wrestler you fought thus far. Probably. Is game plan B, C, and set if the wrestling's not working out off the top?
I don't really have a game plan B. Yeah, I'm just going to do exactly what I've been trained to do. Yeah.
What's your assessment of Kevin Lee at this point? Because some people are saying he's fallen off, he's coming off of a skid. What do you make of Kevin?
That's absolutely inaccurate. He's fighting the guys at the highest level. I mean, he's fought several former champs or interim champs. You fight better guys, you have a higher chance of losing. And he's not taking any easy fights. So,
now, I read somewhere that you were initially hesitant about the switch to MMA, that it wasn't something you're interested in. Is that true?
No, that's absolutely true. I remember at one point, this is not a secret. I had to, I've been in drug rehab and alcohol rehab, and at that point in my life, I'd planned on never competing again. And I remember sitting and drinking a case of Bud Light, watching a Frankie Edgar fight with a kid one time who was telling me that I should get into this because I'd be really good at it. I told him he's fucking crazy and that I would never compete again, especially not in that sport. And now, fast forward, I guess 10 years, and here we are.
Do you mind if I ask what sort of led to the addiction, and was that the switch that kind of got you out of your slump?
Anything that I enjoy, I'm going to overdo. That's just, I'm an addict in every sense of the word. If I want, I'm not going to have one cupcake. I'll have 20 cupcakes. You know what I mean? So I got to be careful with where I aim my crosshairs.
Now, you made this transition to MMA. It's been great. Can you tell me what it's done for your personal life?
I've become more sheltered and secluded with, I guess, my growing notoriety. I want to be left alone. I don't want to be bothered. I'm not suggesting that you're bothering me. That's not what I'm saying.
I bother a lot of people. I wouldn't even be mad.
But no, I don't want, a camera crew following me around everywhere I go. I don't want to be living my life on social media. So I have my small group of friends, and that's who I want to keep around me.
I apologize in advance for the UFC embedded that are going to start following you sooner and sooner. As we wrap up here, I want to know, wrestling obviously was a huge part of your life. How does MMA compare? Have you come to love MMA as much as you loved wrestling?
I mean, wrestling's my first love. This is, MMA is like an extension of wrestling that I can still compete in. There is an absolute no world or alternate reality where I could compete in the wrestling world anymore. I'm too old. I'm not skilled enough. The guys are too good. If you look at like Jordan Burroughs or Kyle Dake, I can't compete with those guys. Literally David Taylor, those guys are the best guys in the world. So, if you're not the best guy at the weight class, then you don't go to the world tournament.
Well, you're shaping up to perhaps be one of the best in this weight class. Last question for you. Realistically, with the win over Kevin, how far do you think you are from a title shot?
I have no idea. Hopefully one fight away.
Gregor, best of luck on Saturday, man. Appreciate the time.